It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles, and it comes your way next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Well, straight ahead, we've got a rematch from last year's NFC Divisional Round 2, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Well, what a season it was for these Eagles and these Philly fans last year. An 8-0 start. 14-3 final record, 2 blowout wins in the NFC playoffs before coming up a bit short in Super Bowl 57.
And a good thing for Philadelphia is they try and get back to the Super Bowl. Many of the key pieces they had last year are back. Remember, this is the number 3 offense in the league, number 2 defense, and they threw in a heck of an NFL draft. They expect to contend one more time.
Meanwhile, for the Giants, what a turnaround last season in year 1 of the Brian Daboll era, Charles. Yes, they finished behind the Eagles and Cowboys, but they did win 9 games and 1 more for good measure at Minnesota in the wild card round.
Talk about establishing a new base, a new culture, and getting into the playoffs while doing it. So tough to beat this Giants team in the fourth quarter. They expect that to continue.
Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Hurts throwing right away. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. We're scoreless after 1. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles first down as a tackle made at the 42. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player, and it appears to be Devontae Smith who's having some problems here. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Julio Jones. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
Tell you what, partner, he might just be a rookie, but he certainly looks the part of a veteran NFL starter, and he carries himself like one leading the offense out there. In a lot of ways, he is advanced as a first-year quarterback, and he came in and was right at home with this offense.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field and is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. Oh, that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. The Eagles got a solid first half from last year's MVP runner-up, Jalen Hurts. His touchdown pass is the only score of the game thus far, as his guys hold a 7-0 lead to this point.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. in need of only about the length of the football here on second down. They'll send Brown in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Powerful. Oh, what a juke into space. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Down to a knee goes Hurts, and that is going to be that. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did